Hey everyone, I'm back again with another pregnancy update. I am almost 23 weeks along, and this is going to be an update on my 22nd week of pregnancy. And there is actually so much to update you on because I have had both a doctor's appointment and an ultrasound this week. So this couldn't have come at a better time. I apologize now in advance for the sunglasses, but I will not apologize for the beautiful weather we are having. I am so excited. It is the May long weekend here in Canada, which is always one weekend before the U.S.'s Memorial Day weekend. So I am enjoying the sun, sitting out in my backyard while my daughter naps, and I'm going to film this video for you today. Okay, so first I'd like to start off with my doctor's appointment. Now, my doctor's appointment could not have started on a worser foot if it tried. Me and my daughter got to my appointment, got called into the room, and the minute I get into the room, the nurse comes in and says, "Okay, Jennifer, I'd like you to strip down from the waist and put this sheet on. The doctor's going to be in to do a swab on you today." She left, and I just kind of went with it and said, "Okay," and then I kept thinking, and I don't know if I was just having pregnancy brain, but I was like, I do not remember getting a pelvic exam this early and a pregnancy before with Autumn. So I was texting my cousin who has gone through 4 pregnancies saying, "What do they check you for in pregnancy?" Like, I just got told to get naked in my hospital room, and I have no idea why. So we started thinking about the strep B test. Then we're like, no, that's like towards the very end of pregnancy. And then she said, maybe you're getting a pap done. And I said, no, I already had one done at Christmas. That's not what it would be. And so I'm sitting there contemplating all these thoughts, no clothes on my hospital bed. And then I get a knock on the door and they go, "Jennifer?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, and then I hear muffled voices. They're talking to each other. And then they said, "Oh no, we have the wrong patient." And I said, "Excuse me?" And they said, "We made a mistake. You can get dressed. We need you to change rooms. We got the files mixed up." So I quickly threw my shorts back on, threw out all of the coverings they gave me because they have to, whatever, they have to be sanitized and use new ones every time. Threw them out, and as I was walking to my new room, I heard the nurses chuckle to each other and say, "Oh man, we need to stop doing that today." They made like several mistakes before that. That's what that means. I was not their first mistake of the day. They had made several mistakes mixing up patients. So I am really thankful that I didn't have to get that done because, first of all, I was not in the position to have anyone look or deal with that area of my body that day. And second of all, I'm so glad they found out I was the wrong patient before the fact and not after the fact, because I don't know, that's like lawsuit material. I don't know, maybe not. Anyways, I was pretty light about it. I thought it was funny. I told everyone the story, and we just carried on with our appointment. So my doctor came in, and yeah, we just did my blood pressure, did the baby's heartbeat. I was on my way. It was super simple. The heart rate that day was 150. Now, previously in my pregnancy with this child, it's been a little bit lower. It's been about 140 mark. Which is technically still girl if you go by that wives' tale. Anything over 140 is a girl, anything below is a boy. But for my babies personally, that is a low number at 140 because Autumn was always like in the 160s. So I was starting to feel like this might be a boy, and then I had this 150 heart rate. So I was like, okay, that's kind of being more like a girl. Not that I really buy into it, but it's just kind of fun to play around with. Anyways, so that was my appointment, and then the next day I had an ultrasound. Now, this was my second ultrasound because if you watched my last video, you will have found out that I wasn't far enough along at that ultrasound for them to get all the measurements, so I had to come back when I was closer to 20 weeks. I was only 17 weeks at my previous one. So this one I measured at 22 weeks and 5 days, which is right where I knew I was. And my husband couldn't come to this appointment. He was able to come to my first ultrasound, but just couldn't get work off for this day. So I actually had my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law, who is home visiting from overseas because she's a missionary, and her little guy and my mother-in-law all got to come to the appointment with Autumn to see the baby. So that was really special, especially because my sister-in-law isn't going to be here to meet the baby. So it was really nice that she could get a sneak peek of what's inside right now. So we went to my ultrasound, and where I'm from, they won't let your support system into the room while they're doing all the measurements. They like to concentrate, make sure they get good pictures of everything, and then they'll bring your loved ones in and do all the fun stuff and show you the baby and all that. So they brought them in, and I don't know. She asked if I wanted to know what we were having, and I said no, but she kept scanning over that area to try and show us both legs. So we got so many spread eagle open leg shots, which I mean I wasn't offended by because I kind of like to get a sneak peek and think I see something, and I think I saw something. Me and my sister-in-law both think that we saw something in between the legs there. So, and I think the face shape of this baby just looks like a boy. So I'm going on the record now saying that I really think we're having a boy. We will have to wait 4 more months, but it'll be really fun to find out if we're right or if we're wrong. The heartbeat at my ultrasound was 161, so very high. But still, I don't know. That looked like a little boy head. And if I go on to have a little girl, I'm going to need to apologize to her because I really think we've seen something in between the legs. So sorry if you're a little girl, but I'm not a doctor. I can't dissect the pictures, but I think I seen something. So my husband, of course, was very excited about that because he does want a little boy. He loves our girls, but yeah, a boy would just be special to have one of each. So yeah, that was my ultrasound and that was my appointment. All really, really fun week. As far as changes, I'm noticing that my belly's feeling more like a pregnant belly. Like it's feeling harder, it's feeling sore, it's feeling like I can have to prop it up or lift it. And I just feel like I'm getting to be really establishedly pregnant. And even though I haven't been in the early stages of pregnancy for a long time, when you're in like that 12 to 20 week mark, you still kind of feel like I'm not like super pregnant yet, but now I feel like, you know, people know I'm pregnant when they see me on the street, and yeah, this is just a really fun stage, so I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying that I can wear just more clothes to enhance my belly now that the weather's warmer. I was wearing a lot of sweaters and stuff before because we had a colder spring, but it's been really fun, and it's pretty much all I have to update you on today. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I kind of wanted to keep it a bit shorter, which it probably still is over 10 minutes, so sorry if it's getting lengthy. Yeah, so if you like this video, thumbs up. Please subscribe because I will be doing more updates. And yeah, we'll just do a belly shot, and then that'll be the end of the video. Thanks, guys. Bye. Okay, guys, here's what everyone wants to see. Here's the 22-week bump, or the 23-week bump, whatever you want to call it. I will be 23 weeks this weekend. Here it is with the shirt up. So far I have gained 15 pounds this pregnancy, which is right on par with how much I gained with Autumn, although the number on the scale is lower this time because I started out at a much lower weight pre-pregnancy than I did with her. Other than that, there it is, and we'll see you a little bit later. Okay, goodbye everybody, have a good one.